Welcome to Meeple Mentor. I'm Jared and we are about to play the Isle of Cats. Let's take a look. I'll show you how. Feel free to pause the video as needed to follow along with your copy of the game. The Isle of Cats now has many expansions, including ones that increase the player count. In this video, I'll be covering what you need to know for the base game and its included game modes. My goal is this video can not only teach you to play, but can be shown at the game table to help set up and teach the game at your next game session. As part of that goal, I've added chapter timestamps in the description to the different sections of the tutorial to easily recap relevant rules for you. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell below the video so you don't miss any of my latest content. City legends have told of a fabulous island home to a race of ancient, wise, fierce, and playful cats. Recent scouts from Squall's End have proven it's true. The island is now being threatened by the approaching armies of Vesh Darkhand, who will stop at nothing to destroy the island and the rest of the world. As a citizen of Squall's End, use your boat to charter a rescue mission to save as many cats from the island before Vesh arrives. Explore the island, rescue cats, gather ancient treasures, and fit everything on your boat in time. The game plays primarily through cards and polyomino tiles. The cats and treasures are differently shaped tiles that get placed on your boat during the game. Try to keep cat families together for big points and complete lesson cards for even more. Returning to Squall's End with a half-empty boat doesn't look good after all. Before getting further into it, let's take a look at how to set up the game. To start setting up, make sure the common treasures are separated out from the rare ones and the Oshik's cats are separated from the other cats. The blue, green, orange, red, and purple cat tiles all go in the large discovery bag with the rare treasure tiles. The bag can be somewhere within reach of the players. Place the island in the middle of the table with the cat icon side up. The left and right sides of the island board are known as the fields. Put Vesh's boat on space 5 of the day tracker. Below the island, make a common treasure tile supply pile based on player count. Use 11 of each tile for a 4-player game, 8 of each for 3 players, and 5 of each for 1 or 2-player games. The rest can return to the game box. The common treasures are limited, so when you run out, you run out. Put the 6 Oshik's cat tiles below the common treasure. Create supply piles on the table of the wooden cats and the fish tokens. The fish tokens have 1s and 5s. Set aside the solo cards and green family cards. Those will only be used in those game modes. I'll talk more about them later in the video. Next, shuffle all the blue-backed discovery cards to make a single draw deck. Below it, stack all the permanent basket tokens. The players should get a random boat board and a green permanent basket token to sit above it. Use the boat with the side showing the red cat icon. Randomly determine a first player and let players in turn order choose a color cat to represent them on the island board. Put the cats on the paw prints from top to bottom to indicate turn order. Give out a reference card to each player who wants one. It helps with identifying the cat types and colors. Now you're set up and ready to play. During the game, you'll be adding tiles to your boat in an effort to complete as much space as possible. Scoring happens at the end and follows the scoring key shown at the bottom left of the boat boards. Each boat board has 19 rats pictured on it, and any still visible at the end of the game will be worth -1 point. Each incomplete room on the boat is -5 points as well. There are 7 rooms. 6 of them have icons printed on the squares that make up their room. The largest room looks more like hallways and open space, but will still be counted against you if not completed. So you've got the parrot room, moon room, apple core room, a second moon room, corn room, a second parrot room, and the largest room without an icon. Cats and treasure tiles you collect will be placed in your boat immediately upon gaining them. Tiles cannot be moved or shifted around after placed in the boat. You can place your first collected tile anywhere on your boat. After this, every other tile placed must be adjacent to a tile already on your boat. Tiles must touch orthogonally. Diagonals are not considered adjacent. The outer edge of the boat has a white border line. No tile can be placed in a way that puts it over this outer edge. Tiles can be rotated or flipped into any orientation as long as it fully covers empty squares on the boat. If you find that a tile you took cannot fit in your boat, you are not allowed to take it. You may also notice the 5 colored treasure maps found on some spaces of your boat. If you can place a cat tile on a treasure map matching its color, you get to immediately take a common treasure from the supply and add it to your boat. Covering the treasure maps with other tiles doesn't give you this reward. When placing cats on the boat, you'll want to keep in mind the concept of cat families. This is one way you can score large amounts of points at the end of the game. As soon as you have 3 cats of the same color that are touching each other through a connected series, they are considered a family. The more cats in this connection, the more points are earned for that cat family. You can see the scoring breakdown for this found in the key at the bottom left. So for example, if you have 7 purple cats in a continuous group, you'll gain 25 points for them during in-game scoring. A game of Isle of Cats plays over 5 rounds, or days. Each day, the left and right fields are filled with new cats, and players will attempt to catch them using fish and baskets. Everything is handled through cards, and each day follows the same steps. Check the upper right area of the boat boards to see how the day progresses. Always do each step one at a time with all players before moving on to the next one. At the start of a day, first draw out tiles from the discovery bag for each field next to the island. The starting player does this, drawing out 2 cats per player into each of the 2 fields. So in a 3-player game, you'll end up with 6 cats on the left and right sides of the island. If you draw a rare treasure, put it under the island board by the common treasure and keep drawing. The treasures don't count towards the cat tiles to draw. Only stop drawing tiles when both fields have been filled with the number of cats required for your player count. In Phase 1, every player goes fishing and gets to collect 20 fish from the supply. This never increases, it's just the standard income. Phase 2 is the Explore phase, where players get to draft cards to their hands and then choose which to pay for to keep. The start player deals 7 cards from the Discovery deck to each player. From these 7, choose 2 you want to keep and pass the rest face down to the next player on your left. You'll alternate passing left and right on the different days. Days 1, 3, and 5, pass the cards left, and pass right on days 2 and 4. With the new cards, take 2 more and pass the remaining hand again. Keep doing this process until you receive the 7th card. Take a look at what you've collected and choose which of these to actually keep. You must pay fish to keep any of these cards permanently. Otherwise, you must discard them. The cost of each card is in the top left corner. You can buy as many as you wish as long as you can pay the fish costs. Pay from your collected fish back to the supply. Discard any cards you do not pay for. The discarded cards from everybody goes to a face-down discard pile to keep other players from knowing what cards everyone may have kept. The cards generally describe what they do, but there are some basic types you'll find. The blue lesson cards can be noted as public or non-public. They are new ways to score points. Rescue cards are green and affect how many baskets you'll have and the speed that you are for purposes of turn order. Oshix cards are brown and let you gain one of the special Oshix type cats available below the island board. Treasure cards are yellow and let you take common or rare treasures available. The purple cards are known as anytime cards and could be played at any time during the day. Declare what you're doing and completely resolve the card's effects before any other actions happen. If 2 players want to use an anytime card at the same time, resolve them in turn order. In the next phase, players will take turns reading any public lesson cards they've just purchased. They will say public lesson at the bottom of the card. Any that don't can be placed in a face-down pile by your boat. Splay them out so other players can count how many you've collected. Read all the public lessons out loud for all players to hear and put it face up on the table for all players to see. Keep it near you though to remember you were the one that played it. When the public lesson says to pick a color cat, the player chooses immediately by placing a color cat on the card. This helps everyone remember throughout the game which color is to be scored with that card. The fourth phase follows this and is where you can start rescuing cats. In turn order, players choose which green rescue cards from their hand they want to play. Put them face down in front of you until everyone has chosen and done this. Then turn them over and reveal them simultaneously. Firstly, the rescue cards will affect everyone's turn order through calculating speed. The boots icon and the number next to them is your speed. Add up all of your speed values from rescue cards played and compare to everyone else. The fastest players will go first, so move their cat to the top of the turn order track in order of highest to lowest speed. In a tie, keep those players in the same relative turn order. Going in turn order, players get to use baskets and fish to capture one cat at a time from the fields. You can only rescue one cat each turn, but we'll keep having turns doing this as long as you have a basket to use and fish to pay. To catch a cat, spend a basket and a number of fish for the field it's from. Cats on the left of the island need 3 fish, and cats on the right need 5. Spin the fish to the supply. To use a permanent basket, just flip it over. For the baskets shown on rescue cards, just discard the card when it's used. Note that a rescue card could have half a basket on it. It takes 2 half baskets to make a viable basket. So if you have that, discard 2 to take a cat, paying the fish cost. Place the new cat into your boat before your next turn starts. Follow the placement rules I described previously about the boats. Once the fields are empty, or all players have passed, the rescue cat phase is over. Any played rescue cards that weren't used are discarded. The final phase in the day is the rare finds phase. This is when you can resolve the Oshiks and treasure cards in your hand. Go in turn order, letting players take turns playing a rare find card until everyone passes. Play at most 1 per turn. The treasure cards are yellow and describe how to resolve them. Take the treasure noted and put it on your boat adjacent to an existing tile. When playing an Oshiks card, you may take one of the special Oshiks cat tiles from below the island board. When you place one of them, you must immediately choose which type of cat it will be. Place 1 colored wooden cat token on that cat tile to indicate its color for the remainder of the game. This will count towards scoring that cat family as appropriate. It still counts as an Oshiks cat too. After everyone is passed in this phase, the remaining cats in the fields are removed from the game and returned to the box. Unclaimed rare treasures stay on the table for future rounds. Then move Vesha's boat 1 space forward on the day tracker. When it reaches the hand symbol, he has arrived and it's time to set sail. Proceed to scoring the game immediately. If not, players should flip their used permanent baskets over to the active side and proceed to the next day. Fish and unplayed cards in your hand stay with you from day to day. There's no hand limit either. Don't mix up kept cards between days with new cards. You won't have to pay for them again. The end of the game happens after the 5th day of gameplay. When the boat moves to the hand icon, it's time to score points. Follow the scoring key at the bottom of the boat boards and use the included score pad to track everything. First, lose 1 point for each visible rat on your boat. Then lose 5 points per room that has not been completely filled. Every square must be covered to avoid the penalty. Remember to check all 7 rooms, even the big one without icons. Next, score points for each cat family on your boat. As long as the group has 3 cats of the same color, it will score. The key shows the points earned up to 7 cats in a family group. Should you have a group of 8 or more in a single color, gain 5 points for each extra cat. For each rare treasure on your boat, gain 3 points. The common treasures don't score anything on their own. Reveal all the lesson cards you've collected and check which ones you've completed. Score those points earned. Lastly, check each public lesson card and score those for players who have accomplished it. Add everything up for each player on the score pad. If there's a tie for most points, the player with the most fish wins. If still tied, they both win. The family mode of the Isle of Cats is a much simpler way to play the game and removes a lot of the card drafting and complexity there. It's recommended to play this way with small children or kids who have trouble reading. The full discovery card deck won't be used, nor will fish be needed in family mode. Other aspects of the game setup or gameplay are the same in family mode, except as I describe here. The green cat icon is the reference to family mode anytime you see it. While setting up the game, put the island board with the green cat icon face up. Vesh's boat still starts at 5. Players' boats should have the green cat icon face up. Give each player 3 family cards at random. Each player chooses 2 to keep, placing them face down by their boat. Return the unchosen cards to the box. During each day, first the start player should draw 4 cats per player from the bag and put them around the island. In turn order, take any cat from around the island for free and put it on your boat like normal. Do this one at a time until you run out of cat tiles. Players can choose to pass and not take a cat. Once you've run out of cats or everyone passed, put any remaining cat tiles back in the game box. Move Vesh's boat forward 1 space on the day tracker and put the starting player's cat figure on the bottom of the island track. When covering up one of the treasure map icons with a matching cat color, you may choose one of the common treasures or one of the rare treasures that may have come out. At the end of the game, score like normal and reveal the 2 family cards selected at the beginning of the game. For each you complete, score them on the score pad. In a tie in family mode, whoever has filled the most rooms wins. If still tied, they both win. The Isle of Cats can be played completely solo. In this version's story, you notice your sister has snuck aboard your boat and is trying to claim credit for your work. In addition to rescuing cats, you'll have to sabotage your sister's plans to succeed. The normal rules of the game applies to solo mode except as described here. During setup, you only need 1 player boat just for yourself. When placing the Oshek's cats out below the island, put them in a random order in a straight line. The cats will be referred to by their position from left to right. Grab all the solo cards previously set aside. They have a purple back. Shuffle the solo cards and put them in a row face down, only flipping over the first one. Shuffle the solo lesson cards and put 3 face up on the table. To play harder games, add more lesson cards. There are advanced lesson cards you can shuffle together. Add 1 for medium, 2 for hard, 3 for very hard, and 4 for expert level difficulty. Now shuffle the solo basket cards and put them face down below this. At the start of the day, draw cats from the bag 1 at a time, placing them in a row from left to right for each field. Draw and put 4 on each side. Any drawn rare treasure should go below the board in a row from left to right. If you draw a matching rare treasure shape, stack it together with their matches. During Phase 2 and exploring the discovery cards, draw the top 5 cards from the deck. Choose 3 and put them on the table. Put the other 2 in a discard pile. Repeat this step and select another 3. Then take the top card off the deck to complete your hand of 7. Purchase which ones you want to keep like normal. When reading lessons in Phase 3, you can keep all the lessons face up. With public lessons, only you will score the points, but the earned points are reduced by half, rounded up. For the family tree lesson card for the largest cat family, a family of 7 or more is required to complete it. In Phase 4, during the Rescue Cats phase, there's some extra rules. After selecting which rescue cards to play, turn over the top card of the solo basket deck. The bottom shows a number of baskets and sometimes speed. If the number of baskets is more than 1, draw additional cards from your solo basket deck and put them face down in a row. So if you've drawn 1 and the card says 3 baskets, draw 2 extra cards. Update the turn order according to yours and your sister's speed, as shown on her solo basket card. Next, take turns capturing cats. On her first turn, resolve the face-up solo basket card. On other turns, reveal the next basket card and resolve it. Ignore the basket and speed values on these. Only the baskets and speed on the first card are used. If she's out of cards, she'll be done for the day. If you've passed, still continue to reveal all her cards and resolve them as normal. Each of her cards shows keywords or sometimes common treasure. If the card has a keyword twice, do it twice. Cat 3 means remove the third cat from left to right from the fields and return it to the box. Cat 8 would be the one on the far right in the right field. Rare 2 means to remove treasure 2 from below the island back to the box. This is again looking at its position from left to right in order. Only take 1 away even if there's more stacked. Oshik's 4 would remove the 4th position Oshik's cat from the game. When the card says to switch numbers, like switch 2, 6, switch the positions of those cats. If a common treasure is shown on the card, remove 1 of them from the game. When resolving, taking, or moving a tile, if the numbered tile no longer exists, take the last one of that kind in the line. During the Rare Finds Phase 5 step, the sister does not do anything. At the end of each day, flip over the next solo color card from left to right. At the end of the 5th day, there won't be a card to flip. You're ready to score it. Your score is the same as the regular game. The sister scores using her lesson cards and cat color cards. In the order of the solo cards revealed, score her points based on the cats you've placed on your boat. 5 points for every cat on your boat of the first revealed color. 4 points for each cat of the second revealed color. 3 points for each cat of the third revealed color. 2 points for each of the fourth color. Lastly, 1 point per cat for the last revealed color. For her lesson cards, add up how many points she's earned. She only scores for cat colors and lesson cards. If there's a tie, your sister wins. Keep the rulebook handy and check BoardGameGeek.com for FAQs and extra content. The Meeple Mentor channel is now part of the board game community, the Gateway Network, made up of great upcoming board game content creators. The network includes Instagrammers, podcasters, YouTubers, artists, and more. Head to thegatewaynetwork.com to support new and independent board gamers. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and like and subscribe if you found this teaching helpful. Stick around to watch another Learn to Play video. And remember, teach when you can, but always be learning. See you next time.